At long last, the final problem of the first chapter. And we have 12 more to go. Chapters, that is, but we also have 13 weeks to do it. So, like most other accounting problems, you have to wade through the accounting babble to get to the information. This company bought a machine 7 years ago, $319,000. That's going to be significant. Unfortunately, the machine broke down and can't be repaired. The machine could be replaced by a new model costing $313,000 or by a new cheaper model costing $275,000. They decided to buy the cheaper model. It has less capacity than the larger model, that makes sense, but it still has sufficient capacity for what they need. Management also considered but rejected the alternative of stopping production of the product that they need this machine for. So they decided we're going to continue to make this product, so they have to have the machine. If that were done, the $275,000 invested in the new machine could have been invested in a project that would have returned a total of $374. I can't read, sorry. Okay, so there are the facts. Now, we know what the problem says. Let's go look and see if we can figure out the answers. Well, the cost of the new model is $313,000. That's a relevant cost because they're considering buying it. The cost of the new but cheaper model is $275,000. So the difference between those, the differential cost, is $38,000. Remember, differential cost is the difference between two or more alternatives when no thank you isn't an option. This company needs this product to make this their product. They need this machine because they decided they were not going to go out of it. If you're Tasty Cake, you have to buy flour. You can't say, no, I won't buy flour. So your differential cost is between two flour vendors, not between a flour vendor and the liquor store. Now, the sunk cost. The sunk costs are costs that are totally irrelevant. Well, this whole page here, there's only one cost that is totally, absolutely irrelevant. Can you spot it? Does that help? That money was spent 7 years ago. It has no impact on any decisions. Pilots will often tell you the most useless piece of ground is the runway behind an airplane. Well, that's what this is. It's runway behind the airplane. It's useless to us. We don't need it for anything. So that's the sunk cost, $319,000. The next cost they ask us about is the opportunity cost. Remember, the opportunity cost is the cost of the next best alternative for the use of those funds. Well, we're told that if we didn't spend the $275 for the cheaper machine, we could have invested in a project that would have yielded $374,000. That $374,000 is the opportunity cost. It's the cost of the next best alternative, the next best use of that money, and that's the opportunity cost. So that really wasn't a very difficult problem. It was more a vocabulary problem with numbers than a real accounting problem.